KO debate series. We lit tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building.
Yo, what's good with everybody? Good morning to you. Welcome to another episode of the Morning After Show. It's me, Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we got the OG who love to sing, the singing OG, KQKC Boxing Network. KQ, what's up with you, man? How you doing?
Hey, man, what's going on, man? I mean, nothing, man, but enjoying these fights for the rest of the summer. I mean, we talking about Saturday after Saturday after Saturday. So, man, I'm getting back and ready for the ride, man. That's all.
Yeah.
So, man,
you know, like I was just looking at the schedule and everybody talking about Spence and Crawford, and rightfully so, but Jerron Ennis and Roman Villa fight on the same night as Stanley Onis and Virgil Ortiz, man.
yes.
It's some cards out there if you're paying attention, man. Some damn good cards, man, for sure.
Yeah,
sure,
that's
bro.
why.
But go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's why I dubbed the month of July welterweight month, the Glamour Division month. Kobe Ortiz, Stanley Onis, of Crawford, Spence, Ennis. I mean, these are welterweights, and these are great welterweights. So, man, that's why I dubbed that the July welterweight month. You know, so that's how I look at it.
Well, you ain't lying. You ain't lying for sure. Let me see who we got in the building, and we'll get straight to the action. We got iKarma 123. What's good with you, iKarma? We got Ty Swindle. We got Dre's Finest. We got Thrill Hill up in this thing. Donnell Clark Bay, what's up with it? Chef Boy ID, what's good with you, man? Snacks be in the building. We got D1 up in this thing. What's good with it, D1? LaMarcus Robinson in the building. Andrew Gray. What's good with you? Oz Boxing 22 in the building. Brian King, B Falcone, what's up with it? And Andrew Gray, what's up again? Who else? We got Zinga in the building. What's good with it, Zinga? If I can highlight your stuff, there we go. King D, where'd it go? It jumped on me, but it's right back. King D in the building. What's good with you, King D? Salute to you. Dub Right Sides up in this thing. What's good? Fight World Chat fam, what's up with you? There's only one Guwot. Yeah, man, it's not even close. And then we got Landa 216 rounding out the people in the building so far. We got 40 people in the building. Y'all be sure to hit that like button one time as we get into the action. We're gonna do it a little different today, y'all. We're gonna get right to Clarissa Shields. We're gonna talk about her, and then we got a lot of hot topics, a lot of stories to cover. A lot of fights coming up next week. So it's gonna be a lot to digest today. So we got a great show on tap for y'all. But let's get to it, OG. Not a whole lot going on last night, but the GOAT Clarissa Shields, flawless Dr. Mark, what's up? The GOAT, Clarissa Shields, was in action last night doing GOATish things, defending her undisputed crown at 160 pounds that she got from Savannah Marshall and defending it in dominant fashion.
Oh, yeah.
What did you think of the fight, man? Anything to say other than just Clarissa being Clarissa, man? What you got on the fight, man?
Well, you know what? That statement, Clarissa being Clarissa, she wasn't being Clarissa last night. At least the first half of the fight. Clarissa Shields at home, mom, dad, family friends, high school friends, people on the block, people she grew up with, they all was there. Clarissa Shields was trying to go for a knockout in the first second of the fight. Now, Clarissa Shields did not take her time. She was pretty much not setting up her punches. She wasn't not trying to time her opponent. She just was going straight in with a big right hand. We're milling it all the way across the street. Now, of course, I know her coach said, look, you got to settle down. I know you're excited. You're at home. I mean, everybody cheering for you, you know, and everything. But, you know, you're still fighting for them titles. So then she started pretty much kind of calming it down. Started going to the jab more. Started using the jab more. And her jab has gotten better, man. I mean, her jab is right on point. And she's not shooting it out there one time. She's shooting out there at least twice or three times. And I'm talking about with fast action. But she still was trying to hurry the offense. Now, I understand that you got 2 minute rounds. That's why we need 3 minute rounds in women boxing. Because she did have her opponent hurt a couple of times. But, of course, there go the bell. The bell saved her opponent many, many rounds. And then she started landing that right hand once she started taking her time. And she had great feints last night. Great feints to the left and went down the pipe with the right hand and popped her opponent head back. And you can see it clearly as day. Going back, bam, bam, bam. You know, so, but Clarissa, I like the way she calmed herself down. And I like the way her ring IQ is right there on point. She got strength, no doubt about it. Now, I have a problem with one thing. You know, it's another young lady that fights at 168. Her name is Shadisha Green. Now, Shields refused to fight this woman. Now, I don't know, it's because they used to be friends and she decided to go fight a train with Christina Hammer when she was getting ready to fight Clarissa Shields. I don't know. But I know Shadisha Green is the opponent that she don't want to get near. I can tell you that right now. Now, I'm not saying that Clarissa Shields, you know, will get beat or anything like that because she's still who she is. That's one thing about greatness. You can eyeball it, and then when you get in trouble, you get up or you get off the canvas or you come out with a better game plan. That's about greatness. That's about Clarissa Shields. You know, she come from a background, like I told y'all last night, that is not really, really nothing to do in Flint, Michigan, but get in trouble. You know, so, but she still came out as a 2-time gold medalist. But overall knockout, she did a great job. She couldn't get her out of there. She could have if it were 3 minute rounds. And one thing about a knockout, that 1 minute, that 1 minute makes a whole lot of difference. And people don't understand that. But that 1 minute, it makes a big difference. And, you know, and so, I mean, shout out Clarissa. You know, shout out to her whole team. Shout out to Boxer. You know, so, I mean, hopefully her counterpart, the Zone Cruz, she can come out with a victory, you know, but I think she's going to have a hard time, a very hard time. But with Clarissa Shields, you know, I give her a B last night because I don't think she should have rushed it, you know, trying to get out of there. But I knew what she was trying to do. But, you know, you're at home, you got to take your time and, you know, you're still a boxer. And she did settle down. So that's all I have on that one. You know, she got the win.
Oh, yeah, man. Shout out L Dub, shout out the Running Bravo, Sag I 528, HZ in the building. Mr. Mechanical, I see you. Everybody, Rocky, I see you. Moji, Daryl Deloach, everybody in the building, man. Y'all be sure to hit the like button as y'all come in. We got 66 people in here early. And we only got 41 likes. So I need y'all to hit the like button just in case you forgot. Look, man, on the Shadisha Green stuff, I gotta research that. I don't know a lot about it. I gotta find that because I ain't never known Clarissa to turn down no fades or no smoke. And I know you ain't saying she ducking, but I gotta see that because I like Shadisha Green. I think she can fight, but she ain't fought nowhere near the level of Clarissa. Clarissa been in there with dogs from day one. You know what I mean? Like she undisputed in 2 separate weight classes in less than 15, 16 fights, bro. Like
I just think she mad.
You think she mad? I got you. Yeah. Well, I would tell her, like, you know how we tell the Charlos, if you mad at Demetrius Andrade, then beat his ass, bro. Like if you that mad, then you need to just go ahead and do what you need to do. But as far as the fight itself and her performance, I'm gonna tell her the same thing that I tell Devin Haney, the same thing I tell Shakur Stevenson and all these other boxers with this great talent and great ability to just outclass people with boxing skills. You can't have everything, Clarissa. You can't have everything. Like she's been trying lately to show people that she got power. And that's the reason for the wild swings early in the fight. That's the reason for maybe sometimes getting out of position and throwing haymakers and shit. It's because she's hearing the criticism. And that's why she's great, man. That's why she's a 2-time Olympic gold medalist. That's why she's a 2-time undisputed champion, the only person ever, man or woman, to do it in the 4-belt era. She become those things because when you tell her that she can't do something, she tries to prove to you that she can do something. So that same pride that made her be great and do all those things is that same pride that's got her going out here. Well, let me show y'all I got power. Let me show you. Oh, y'all think that Savannah Marshall is stronger than me? Aaron Crow, 3-time what? 3-time what? She's undisputed in 2 separate weight classes, not 3, bro. But she can be if she go up to 168 and fight whatchamacallit, Franchon Cruz is earned. If she go ahead and fight her shit, then you know she already beat her once. Maybe she can do it again. Votes UK, Rick Timms, what's good? But the thing that I would tell her, bro, is just keep outboxing these ladies. Like no one's on her level, OG. Like she's you know how sometimes a fighter can come before their time and it's just they just too good and they an era or too early. Like Michael Jordan in basketball he was an era 2 or 3 or 4 too early. Like it's been nothing like him. And so that's why he was just so dominant. She's at that level where it's like, man, girls don't fight like her, bro. They don't have the reflexes, the counter punching ability, as you said, the jab that she showed. And that's why she's won at every single level that she's been at. The woman's only 28 years old, bro. She's the same age as Tank Davis. She got many more years to come. She may accomplish shit that we look back on that we like, oh, ain't nobody ever gonna do that shit again, bro. Like she literally can be undisputed in 3 separate weight classes, retire undefeated, and beat on fought everybody that's anybody from 154 all the way up to 168, bro. And if she try to make weight again, and the only she can probably never get down to 147 though, so she'll probably stop at 3. But she could be undisputed in 3 separate weight classes, undefeated in the 4-belt era, bro. Nobody's doing that shit again. And no one will ever be able to do that shit again. But as far as her performance, I'm with you. I give it a B just because she could have did what she did the back half of the fight. She could have did that shit the whole fight. But she hears when people talk shit about her power. She hears when people say that she can't get nobody out of there because she got 2 knockouts in 14 fights now. So she's trying to prove people wrong. The 3-minute thing, it may help because girls may just get tired of her beating on their ass and all that shit. It may help. You know what I mean? It may help, but I don't know. I just think you can't bless people with everything. I think the good Lord knew OG Bookie Allen. What up? I just think he knew that if he gave her power too, it'd be no sense in watching her fights. Kind of like Mike Tyson early in his career. It's like you tune in because you just know what he gonna do. So she just can't have power too. It's like if you gave Gervonta Tank Davis if you made him 5'8" with a 75-inch reach, man. Like you can't have everything, bro. You can't have everything. And if she can understand that and just box, I think she, you know what I mean? I think she'll continue to dominate and do what she's done her entire career. And that's why y'all saw the thumbnail. Thomas Hill, what up? That's why you saw the thumbnail in the title of the video, the GOAT, bro. Like she is the greatest woman boxer of all time, and she can continue to do so as long as she, you know, just stays the course. And all them women that you mentioned, LW, I love to see those fights. She put all them on her resume. I mean, what we doing, bro? Like she gonna have, it's not even gonna be close with who got the greatest resume of all time. And if she and I'd have her beating every last one of them too. Jay Grant Jr., what up? I'd have her beating every last one of them women you just mentioned, L-Dub. So salute to her. Teach, what up? Salute to her. Congratulations to her. And she did say something, OJ, I want to ask you about. She said she was interested in going back to MMA. What do you what do you think of that? Would you want to see her go to in MMA again, or do you want her to stick to boxing? I know some people got different opinions on that, but what you got what you got on that?
Well, I know she been they've been working on the deal for about a month now. PFL, I believe that's who she with. I'd rather see her leave it alone. Okay, I said that the first time, and I'm still saying it right now. Because the last fight, or that first fight, the second fight she had, and she lost. Her arm was bent so far back that she could have got it broke or sprung or anything, and that's your jab hand, and that can mess up your number one career, the one that you are good at, the one that you are the best at, and I just think a boxer should keep it boxing. Period. Because you're using everything in boxing. You use your feet, you use your arms, you use your head movement, your body, all together. And you go into another sport where your body is getting still thrown around, but now you on the floor, you're wrestling and tossing. And Clarissa is a big girl, and MMA fighters are normally skinny or thin, and she got a lot of hips. And it's hard to get them hips off that on canvas and and maneuver. And we all know that, we all see that. I said that once before. And but I think her best bet is just to keep it boxing. Now after boxing, okay, do what you feel. All right, do what you feel and go ahead and do try other things, other businesses, do that. But I don't think she should be doing that right now. Just keep it boxing. That's all I care about right now for her.
Yeah. So, I mean, just do what you great at. Just keep doing what you great at, because like you said, man, you don't want to see her get put in the arm bar and some shit and that fuck up her arm, or you know what I'm saying, get put in a fucking ankle lock and fuck her ankle up. Now her feet messed up. Like, nah, just stick to what you great at. She just get bored and feel like she just really get too bored. She feel like boxing too easy, so she looking for a challenge. Man, I can respect it, but I would just say try to do something else. Don't take up a challenge that ain't gonna endanger your main career. Keep the main thing. Vincent Williams said something. I want to respond to him. Yeah, the brother said, I like Clarissa, but we need to stop talking about this undisputed in 3 potential weight classes, man or woman. This really only highlights the lack of participants and competition of women boxers. I disagree, Vincent. I think it highlights a couple of things. Number one, if we're keeping it a buck, man or women boxing, it's about 2, 3, maybe at the most 4 main people in each weight class that you know is the best. No matter how many, no matter if men got 200 people in a weight class and women got 20 people in a weight class. At the end of the day, in both sports, what's up, baby? My wife in the building, Miss KO. What's good, boo?
What's going on? What's going on, boo?
Men or women boxing, we know for a fact in each division is 2, maybe 3. And maybe sometimes in the case of men specifically, you can argue 4. But we know that there's like 2 or 3 main guys in a weight class, 2 or 3 main women in a weight class that we know are the best. The difference isn't the number of competitors, bro. The difference is the women are fighting each other, bro. That's the difference. Like this year, the men are just now starting to fight each other. We getting Cool Boy Steph versus Monster in a way. We obviously got Earl and Bud coming. You know what I'm saying? We got Lomachenko and Haney coming. We got some great fights. The younger guys are starting to fight each other. Stanionis versus versus Ortiz. We got Frank Martin versus Rivera at the end of last year. So I disagree. I feel like those types of accomplishments, man or women, are at the top of the weight classes, are the ones that can are the ones that need to fight each other. If the men were fighting each other like the women were, then we would be in a better position. So I understand what you're saying, and I get it. But nah, bro, like the key difference is not the number of competitors, because them 200 men, shit, 180 of them be trashed in the motherfucker compared to the top 20 or compared to the dudes at the top. So nah, I disagree with that, bro. I don't think that's what highlights the fact that she's able to accomplish that. Means that the women that are at the top with her, they actually willing to fight her, and she willing to fight them. In men boxing, is much more politics involved. It's much more bullshit involved, power struggles. It's more money at play. So them dudes don't be fighting each other, bro. To me, that's the difference. That's the goddamn difference. OG, what you think of that? What you think of the comment? You agree? You disagree? What do you think?
I agree. I agree with you saying. Yeah, that's the difference. Because the women aren't fighting each other. There's no doubt about it. It's no side of the street with the women. All right, you don't see this side of the street, this whatever. If they are in their weight classes, they're gonna fight them. They're gonna fight them sooner or later. And sometimes lately it's been sooner. Now the men, okay, yes, like you said, politics are involved. And yes, this side of the street is involved. This promoter don't want to make this fight. It got to make sense, as they always say. So yes, you're correct on that. And so I don't see it that way. And I see it like you said, pretty much like you said. And that is possible. That is possible. Look at Terrence Crawford. Now, of course, if we didn't have politics in the sport of boxing, he could have had this fight done. It could have been, theoretically speaking, he could have had been a two-time undisputed champion in two different weight classes. Then go up to 154 and do the same thing. And that's if everyone was fighting each other. But of course, we got the politics involved. We got the promoters involved. One sue the next promoter, one sue that promoter, and and all that, and so maybe you get one at a time.
Like OG, if you have a structure in place to where at the end of the day, the best are fighting each other or the best are competing against each other, it doesn't matter how many people are in each weight class or how many people are in the activity. For instance, NCAA football got like 150, 200 teams. The NFL got 32 teams. But guess what? We both know that even though NCAA had 200 teams, at the end of that motherfucker, the best two go against each other. So they championship mean just as much as the NFL. Even though the NFL got way less teams, they still fight. They still go against the best at the end. So the difference is not the number of competitors in boxing, men's boxing and women's boxing. The difference is the top of the women's division fight each other. The top of the men's division take 5, 6, 7, 8 years to fight each other. That's the difference, bro. That's the biggest difference to me. So, that's my thoughts on that. Shout out Edgar Chavez, no evidence. Let me see here. D1, everybody that's in it, Ronnie Bravo, everybody that came in the building. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Y'all slide through and hit that like button, man. We got 115 people. I got 68 likes. Come on, man. Let's get to 100 likes. Let's get to 100 likes real quick. I know y'all, it's sleepy. Get the boog out your eyes. You know what I mean? Get the sleep out your eyes. Wash your face a little bit. We about to go over some of these topics, and we got a lot more boxing for y'all. But I need y'all to get the likes up, man. I got 71 likes now with 115 people in the building. Can we please get to over 100 likes real quick, man? If y'all love the boxing content, me and OG get up early and do this for y'all. Hell, sometimes KQ don't even go to sleep. Sometimes he just comes straight and do the show for y'all, man. So if you enjoy the content, please hit the like button if you want us to continue.
Okay. There you go.
If you want us to continue, please smash the like button. We up to 81 likes. I got mad love for y'all. Y'all know that. But if you ain't going to hit the cash apps, which I got rolling down the bottom of the screen, if you can't hit the super chat, I totally understand. but we can all do what's free, and that's just to hit the like button. We have 121 people in the building, and we're up to 83 likes. Can I please get 16 people now? We got 84 likes in the building, and we got 100. I mean, we got 84 likes and 121 people in the building. Because 16 people, please, who forgot, please hit the like button if you're rocking out with the content and you're rocking out with your boy. We up to 86 likes. Can I get 14 more people, please? 12 more people now. I only need 12 more likes so we can continue the content. I only need 11 more likes now. King Vonnie 86, what's up, bro? See, that those matter. Now we up to 125 people in the building simply because y'all hitting the like button. I need 8 more people to hit the like button, and we'll continue, man. We'll continue. I don't stop down and ask for super chats and wait till somebody give a super chat before I continue the content. But I feel like asking y'all to do something that's free. I feel like I'm totally justified in doing that, man. We stuck at 92 likes right now. Can I get 8 more people to hit the like button? And I'm gonna ask you to do it until you do it, please. Y'all, come on now. We need these likes to get up. Texas made the realest. What's up, bro? I see you in the building. We got to get the likes up, man. I'm up to 93 likes right now. I need 7 more people to please hit the like button. Quick, I see you. What's up?
Hey, Queen.
I see you. What's up? We got 130 people in the building. Yeah, it's a lot of fights, LW. I be looking at your schedule for the fights because I know that motherfucker gonna be accurate every single time. That's how I know which fight predictions I'm gonna do and everything. Y'all go subscribe. Y'all go check out LW Boxing website as well. 5 more people, please hit the like button. 3 more people. We only need 3 more likes, y'all, and then we can keep this shit going, man. We up to 128 people in the building, and I just want 3 more likes. I ain't even asking for 128. We can at least get to 100 though. We only need 2 more likes. Shout out to Stringer from Above for joining the channel as a member, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. We need 1 more like. We need 1 more like. Can I get 1 per? There we go. Thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Real talk. Thank y'all so much. All right, OG Jelly Bean, what's up? So let's get to some of these topics, man. So Canelo Alvarez. Well, then leave, understanding. Leave. If your head is gonna explode for people asking you to hit the like button, you welcome to let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you, man. You know what I mean? If that's the case, go find somebody else that you like, bro. Go find somebody else that you want to listen to. But we gonna demand that over here, bro. Shout out to Jafari Caesar with $2 in the super chat. Says knockout need transparency on the likes. Yeah, on my Bud Crawford shit, man. On my Bud Crawford shit. Shade girl, what up? All right, OG. So Canelo Alvarez, yeah, I need transparency, OG. I need to see what the motherfuckers looking like, man. You know what I mean? I need so here we go. We got Canelo Alvarez and Dimitri Bivol. They're saying that the rematch look like it's about to fall through. I'm not surprised. I told y'all I feel like he would never fight. He would never fight Dimitri Bivol again. But this is what Dimitri Bivol's manager said, and I'm gonna ask you what you think about it. So he says this about Canelo, man. He says they don't want a rematch. They know that they lost very badly in the first fight, and that they have even less chance of winning in the second bout. When did you hear of a fighter after losing ask for a rematch on the same terms? In my opinion, they're not serious about a rematch and are really interested in making another fight, possibly with Edgar Berlanga. A rematch cannot take place with the same terms as the fight you lost. It's stupid. We're looking forward now with Artur Beterbiev as our target. Damn, that's a lot. That's a mouthful. Somebody from Canelo need to respond to that. What do you think of that? That's directly from Dimitri Bivol's manager on how negotiations are going with Canelo Alvarez. He's basically saying Canelo want him to fight him under the exact same terms that he fought him on last time. He ain't trying to give him more money. He ain't trying to do nothing. He want everything to be the same as the first fight. What do you think of that? And then they say they're trying to fight Artur Beterbiev if the Canelo shit fall through. So just everything that I just read to you, man, what you think of that, man?
Well, you know, Canelo is in a hard place right now because he's surrounded around good fighters. Now, I knew that Dimitri Bivol fight was going to fall through. He didn't want to give up that undisputed belts. He didn't want to do that. And then Samson Lewis Now he met with Eddie Reynoso, trainer / manager of Canelo Alvarez. Now allegedly, Sampson said they are sending him a $50 million offer. Now, of course, ain't heard from Canelo yet because we are talking about the Mexican monster. We are talking about David Benavidez. So therefore, after David Benavidez, now Roddy Shields said, "Hey, Morrell is in play. Morrell is in play now. So if Canelo doesn't take Benavidez, then Morrell will probably get in the picture. Okay, of course. Now Canelo now is trying to negotiate with two people at the same time, Demetrius Bivol and Sampson, because him and Eddie sat down and met for about 3 hours, and that still didn't come out to an agreement yet. So I don't know what Canelo's gonna do, but Canelo right now, I think he's gonna have to make some choices. Now, of course, Edgar Berlanga, he is the weak link in all this because we know that Edgar Berlanga it has been released from Top Rank, and he is not a great fighter like a Benavidez or a Morrell or a Bivol. So I believe that you might see Canelo Alvarez and Edgar Berlanga because that's the easiest fight to make. Now he might get less money, but I don't think Canelo really cares. I think he cares about that belt. I think he don't want to lose those belts. Now he'll go up to 175, no problem. But see, a lot of fight they don't want to go up to 175. That's the problem. And that's the problem right now. So, but so he's kind of caught up right now, and he is running out of time. He is running out of time. So right now I see Canelo not going to be around for the next. Maybe he get out of here in the next. Get out of boxing, maybe next year, sometime, or maybe a little bit after next year. I can see that. He got a lot of offers. Because when you're in a position like that, KO, you can fight anybody. You can fight anybody, I mean, but do you really want to fight just anybody at that stage now of your career? You want to fight the best, I assume, but we are talking about Canelo. And so therefore, hey, he'll probably take Berlanga, say, I'll call it a day, I fight him. No problem. Give him what he want, whatever, because he's going to make his money. So that's what I see is going to happen now, unless he's just say, okay, I'm gonna throw it up and go take a chance with David Benavidez, which is a mistake. Bivol, a mistake, because he knows that if you fight Bivol again, I think it would be worse. I think it would be worse now. It's nothing that Canelo can do, or no game plan he could come up with that will stop Bivol. So. What can he do? Move up? Because he was going to move up to cruiserweight, and now he went back down, and now he's undisputed at 168. Now we know 168, baby, is full. It is full up there. So, but right now, Canelo is stuck right now, and what I think is they stalling. They stalling until they come up with a decision of who is best fit for them. Now, keep in mind, Sampson said that they're giving them to September because they want to make that fight and they want to happen in September. Well, that's kind of like kind of rush on Canelo, really. I know that's a few months away, but still, that's like right around the corner for Canelo.
That's his day, though. Mexican Independence Day or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, that's his day. Shit, there ain't no rush. That's when you fight, bro. That's your that them been your day.
That's right. Just like Floyd, Cinco de Mayo was his days, but you don't want to lose on your day. You see, that's the thing. You don't want to go out there and lose on Mexican Independence Day. You just don't want to do that, So I don't know. Maybe they're gonna try to go with the Mexican Puerto Rican thing. I think that's what they're looking at. Mexico versus Puerto Rico. It always been a rivalry there, so maybe they're looking at that. So that's how I feel about it. Cause I can't.
Man, I ain't I ain't mad at none of that. Shout out Isaiah Young with the $5 in super chat. Says salute KQ and KO, the best morning after show. Appreciate you, bro. And shout out to Jermaine Bean in the super chat as well with the $2. Says keep on punching KO. Salute OG. Salute to you, bro. So here's the thing, bro. Like fighters and teams, they do shit in negotiations and they'll send offers to you or they'll make demands on you on purpose because they want you to turn shit down. And if what Dimitri Bivol's manager is saying is true, if Canelo is asking for the exact same terms, and because when I hear same terms, like Canelo should still be the A side, he should still get more money than Bivol. But if they're asking for Bivol to take the exact same amount of money that he took to fight on the first time, and they don't want to pay him more money for the fight, then bro, they're not really trying to make that fight. They trying to spin a narrative. They're trying to save face and do some PR and make it seem like, well, we wanted to fight. He just turned it down. We sent him an offer. He just wouldn't take the fight.
Yeah.
But in reality, you're sending someone something that you know anyone who's advised correctly, anyone with good management, anyone that's been in the sport of boxing for a long time, they're not going to take that, bro. Like, it's like you don't become the A side. Like Oscar De La Hoya ass was lying when he was trying to keep Ryan Garcia out the ring with Tank Davis when he said when you win the first fight, you become the A side in the second fight. You don't go that far. That's a fucking lie. Because when he lost to Shane Mosley and they rematch, he was still the A side because he did the bigger numbers. Shane Mosley just got more money. Dimitri Bivol should get more money. Canelo can still walk out last. Canelo should still get more money than him. He's still bringing the gate revenue and the pay-per-view shit and all that to the table. He's still doing all of that. But to try to pay Dimitri Bivol the same amount of money that you paid him in the first fight, you ain't really trying to make that fight, bro. You ain't really trying to make that fight. You understand what I'm saying? So that's my take on that. Now, as far as the reasoning behind why Canelo wants to fight Bivol at 175 or why he would entertain something at cruiserweight over just trying to fight the best fighters in the weight class at 168 where he's an undisputed champion in. You got a school of thought that says, well, he's just chasing greatness, trying to become a 5-division champion. He's just chasing greatness. He wants to become a 5-division champion by going to cruiserweight, or he wants to test himself at 175. I don't believe that. I think what's going on and what's at play, OG, is that, like you said, it's a matter of time. He sees the end is near. And what PBC has proven to him now by making 2 offers for David Benavidez, that as long as he continues to stay undisputed at 168, that fight will be there for him. So he will always be able to go back and get that bag. So if you Canelo, I'm gonna try to see how many other bags I can get. I'm gonna try to hold y'all off. I'm gonna fight everybody I can. Give me a Berlanga. Give me a dude at 175. Even if I lose to him, I only want people right now that I know I'm gonna beat at 168, or that if I lose at another weight class, I still got all the leverage at 168. Then I'll come back and I'll get that payday from y'all at the end. I'll come back and get that payday from y'all at the end if y'all want it. So I think that's more what's going on with him in this situation, just because he knows that if he loses those belts, that's it. Now you really got to fight killers to try to get that name back, try to get that cachet back, try to get yourself back in position to make the money that you used to making. Yeah. But as long as you can hold on to them belts, you still gonna get offers. You still get to be the man. People still gonna be chasing you and shit. And so that's why he's willing to go to 175. That's why he's telling Dimitri Bivol, nope, we got to fight at 175. I don't want to fight you at 168. Bivol is like, shit, I'll come to 168 and take your shit where you're more comfortable. Since all your fans said you're too small and shit, and they said you just too little for 175, I'll come to 168 and fight you. He don't want to do that shit, man. He don't want to do that shit because he lose them belts. It's over with. Now you got to fight. Yeah. Now you got to fight Morrell or Benavidez to get yourself back in position. But as long as he got them belts, they're going to try to sell us a Berlanga. They're going to try to say, you know, that I think I seen L-Dub put it in the chat. They're going to try to say, oh, well, let's put him in there with Skull. He's a mandatory. They're going to try to exercise the shit out of them IBFs and WBO mandatory, but he don't want no WBA mandatory. That dude named David Morrell. He don't want no WBC mandatory because that dude name is David Benavidez. So he gonna be playing the fuck out the WBO and the IBF, just trying to go back and forth between them, seeing if they'll let him get a voluntary defense I wouldn't be surprised, y'all, if you don't see him drop a motherfucking belt, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see him drop a belt if they try to force his hand, man. I would not be surprised by that shit. So, overall, I think it's some bullshit, man. I don't think you should be asking for the exact same shit that you got in the first fight, coming off of a loss. And it just, that's my take on it, man. I think it's a bad look, and it shows what I told y'all all along. When he has a tough fight, or he loses a fight, you hardly ever see him get back in there with that opponent. Like, he never fought Erislandy Lara again. You know what I'm saying? He only fought Triple G because the first fight was a draw. But after he won the second fight, and everybody wanted him to run it back, he waited years to fight him again. He didn't fight his ass again. And now we got Dimitri Bivol, who beat his ass bad than a motherfucker. And now what he doing? Sending a motherfucking offer in bad faith that ain't nobody gonna take. Ain't nobody taking that shit. Ain't nobody finna let you. Even Andy fucking Ruiz got more money when he fought AJ the second time, bro. He got more. Like if somebody beat your ass, you still get to make more, but you gotta give some of that up. You get to be the A side. You can walk out last with your mariachi band and shit. You can do all that shit. But Dimitri Bivol deserves some more money, man. He deserves some more money for beating Canelo the first time, bro. It is what it is, man. Shout out to Matayo Well with the $10 in super chat. Says, "Hi, big boys. Hi, chat. Have a good one. You have a good one too, Matai. I appreciate you always supporting the channel." Now, we got one of your favorite fighters is going to be in action August 12th. You're going to be a busy man this summer, man.
Oh, yeah.
So hey, man, you got Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford on the 29th. That's great. But you got, man, Emmanuel Navarrete taking on Oscar Valdez on August the 12th, man. What you got on that, man? What you think about that, bro?
Good fight. Great fight, man. Navarrete and Valdez. Man, I'm waiting on that one. Of course, Navarrete, a good fighter, good puncher, and he's very how can I say this? The punches, you know they're coming, but you don't know how they're coming because he has a certain rhythm. As you see, like I'm doing, he got a certain rhythm that he come and punch in. And of course, Valdez, he's setting up with the earmuffs on. He ready to come straight forward to you. He ready to come at you. But Valdez, he tries to sit down on punches too much. He tries to get you out of there. But I don't think he's strong enough, but he put his body behind his punches. But on Navarrete, he knows how to fight. He pretty much he sneak punches you. And so I can't hardly kind of subscribe it, but I find a way to give you the name of how he fights. But the way he fights is in a rhythm, kind of. It's in a rhythm, and he's not a big puncher, but he's a big scorer. And he can see, those are the punches that catches your eye. When you get hit with something and you see your head popping back and you're seeing you getting hit with the jab and you see guys jabbing at the same time, just like when Charlo fought Harrison, they jabbed at the same time, but you saw Jamel got there first. Jabs like that. So I like Navarrete, him and Xander Diaz, both guys, great fighters. And now this is what I'm talking about. These are fights that we want to see. These are fights that we want them get made. And this is a great fight, And I forgot to mention this fight too last night. But I was just trying to name all the fights.
He froze up. Is that me?
No, that was me probably. I froze up. I'm still froze. Knockout. Can you hear me? Okay. Can you hear me, knockout?
Y'all give me a second.
Okay, that's knockout. Okay, he come back. Okay, he coming back in. All right. But anyway, like I was saying, y'all, Navarrete, man, great fighter. One thing about Top Rank, they will build their fighters up. I like it. Keyshawn Davis, he'll talk a lot of smack, but he ain't getting in that ring. Not now. Not with no Frank Martin, not right now. Because they got to build him up. Shakur Stevenson, He's not getting in there right now. Not with Devin Haney. They want to build him up some more. They want to make a name for him. That's what Top Rank does.
Yo. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay, go ahead. My bad.
Yeah. But now, Navarrete, he has a name now. He's kind of built up now. The Top Rank is very, very good at that. And that's what you're going to see from Keyshawn Davis. That's what you're going to see from Shakira Stevenson. They building them up right now. They're not going to put them in a dangerous situation. But Navarrete, he can handle that. He can handle that. Like I say, he's great in his defense. He's great with his offense. Like I say, he don't throw a lot of feints. He don't give you a lot of feints. But because the way he fights in that rhythm. He got fight like wham, wham, like that. And then he slapping you with the left, slapping you with the right, come with another right hand, coming with another right hand. And that kind of pretty much catch you off guard. And you can't time someone like that. All right? Timing do what? It beats speed every day. Anytime. One thing about time. Yes. So it's hard. It's hard to time unorthodox fighter or a fighter that fights like Navarrete. So man, I can't wait for that fight.
Yeah, that fight it's gonna be a great fight. And Lindolfo Delgado and Raymond Muratalla, they both trained by Robert Garcia, right? Maybe he just mean they both gonna be on the card, not fighting against each other because they out the same camp. But anyway, bro, but I shit that if they both on the card, because I think they both trained by Robert Garcia, bro. But anyway, if they both on that card with Navarrete and Valdez, I'm already sold. I don't even give a fuck who else they put on it. Because Lindolfo Delgado, the Mexican Olympian and shit, fire. Raymond Muratalla, fire. Like I'm watching that shit. With Navarrete and Valdez, I'm watching that shit, bro. But for Emmanuel Navarrete and Valdez, we all knew this fight was coming. Bob Arum told us this fight was coming. They both were preparing for this fight. Based on how they both looked in their last performances, it's a toss-up because Oscar Valdez got the W, but he didn't look that good. Emmanuel Navarrete got the knockout, but shit, he almost got knocked out his damn self, and he had just struggled against Baez. So it's a good fight. You know how these Mexicans get down, OG. They gonna go in there and they gonna throw blows and they gonna get it cracking. But like you said, Navarrete, he awkward. He's difficult to prepare for. Valdez is more straightforward. That left hook is coming. He's trying to work behind that power jab. Navarrete is naturally bigger and longer than Valdez, so his shots can get there from a further distance and maybe get there first. But I think it's gonna be a war, man. I think it's gonna be a war. They both, like, I done seen Valdez fight through a fucking broken jaw, and I seen Navarrete look like he was all but done, and then come back firing out. So I know they gonna give it all they got. And when you get that Mexican pride involved with two Mexicans, they'll go to somebody drop around that motherfucker. They'll go to somebody drop. So I'm with that. I love that fight. When I seen that shit was announced, I'm like, yeah, they spoiling us. They doing this shit. And then why they better not make 2024 trash, man. Hey, they giving us the best 2023, and then 2024 come around, we don't get nothing. They better keep this shit going, man. Don't play with me. Don't play with me, man. Like shit, do not do that.
I'll be sad.
I'll be mad in the motherfucker. They giving us all this fire and shit. Like 2021 and 2022, Oscar Valdez and Emmanuel Navarrete would have been one of the biggest fights of the year. 2023, that shit just regular. That's just a regular ass fight. We like, yeah, all right, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But what this Spence Crawford hitting on? What this Fulton and Inouye hitting on? What Loma and Devin got going on? Tank and Ryan, like this shit right here, just a normal ass fight right now, man. Like I need more of this shit though. This shit got me lit. But we got a big one coming up next week. That I gotta ask you about.
You know what?
Go ahead.
One thing about it. I try not to say a fighter looked bad in the last fight, right? Because sometimes, the worst opponent is the hardest opponent. The worst opponent is the hardest opponent to get out. And sometimes, style makes fights. And sometimes, that style of fight is hard to get that opponent out of there. But sometimes, like I say, if you're great, you can adapt. You can adapt to any style of fighting. Like Clarissa Shields just last night. This lady had over 100 some fights. She seen every style that she brought to the table. So Those are the hardest ones you can get out of there. But yeah, that's all I want to say. Go right ahead.
Yeah, man. You right about that. I just Navarrete moving up to 130. It's a new weight class for him. And the first dude he fought that was supposed to be a domestic level UK dude had him out of there, damn near on his feet and shit. And you know he be struggling with weight and being in shape and shit. He still like to eat burrito tacos and shit like that. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like cervezas, fucking Dos Equis and Coronas and shit. Like I don't know, bro. I don't know. And then we gotta ask ourselves, you know, what kind of tea is Oscar gonna be drinking leading up to the fight and shit? Is he gonna have that? You know what I mean? Like which Oscar gonna show up, bro? We
I
don't
bet he
know,
don't do
man.
that no more. I bet he don't do
Yeah,
that no more.
we don't know what type of tea he gonna be drinking, man. Like I got questions about that fight, but it's gonna be. I'm excited for that fight. King G, what's up, homie? That's one of our competitors. For those y'all don't know, man, we got the semifinals and the finals coming up tomorrow and Wednesday for the TKO World Series at the base tournament. I'm giving away over $1,000 in prize money, so I'll be emptying out the pockets for the people that be able to make it through this week. So y'all be sure to tune in, bro. But so as I was about to tell you, man, the Teofimo Lopez and Josh Taylor, that's another great fucking fight, and it's coming up next week. Teofimo say he's trying to kill some OG.
Man,
He said, he trying to kill something. And Josh Taylor said, shit, come try to kill me. We're gonna find out who's gonna go to the motherfucking hospital. He said, try to come kill me. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out who's gonna get hurt. What up, DJ? Salute to you, bro. What you think of that fight, man? Hey, Teofimo talking greasy, bro.
Man.
What you got, man? And there's some people mad. Talk on that too. It's actually people mad that Teofimo said that, man. It's kind of confusing. So, but let me know what you think, man. Go ahead.
Well, I'm not surprised that he said that, because he has said a lot of weird things lately, and people that Teofimo Lopez fans, they are blaming Lomachenko, and I'm like, wait a minute, why are you blaming Lomachenko? Well, they said because in that fight when he fought Lomachenko, he took a lot of blows. He took a lot of blows behind the head. They took a lot of blows to the head, and now they believe that he's mentally kind of not there all the way. No, I think he just got the big head. I think he believe he invincible, and that's what I think. I don't think he had mental issues and things like that. Of course, Shakir think he has mental issues. He think he need to get his mental self together. Everybody want to be crazy. Everybody now crazy every time they say something. No, he knows what he's saying. His dad knows what he's saying. But when you talking about Josh Taylor, when you talking about a former undisputed champion, and a guy that fought Regis Prograis, but won, but I think he lost, but still, he won. You in the fight. You in the fight. Now Lopez, he's a good fighter. He does that so-called semi-shoulder roll, which is not really done right, but still, he still is a good fighter. But I don't think his head is in the game right now. I don't think his head is in the game, and I think Josh Taylor is going to show him that I am rough and tough, and that I am still the top dog right now at 140, and that's what I believe. I think Josh Taylor is going to show up and show out on the young Lopez. Now Lopez is strong. He's strong, but Josh Taylor is more resourceful in the ring. He has a better ring IQ to me. Now, of course, Lopez, he panics. He panics when he's not doing well. He panics like, hey, do I still got it? Things like that. But Josh Taylor is not going to second guess himself. If he fails, he's going to try and try and try and try again. That's Josh Taylor. The height, the reach, that gives a lot of guys problems at 140. That's why I said, look, Devin Haney better be careful. He better be careful and add to that team, because when he get to 140, baby, yes, sir, I don't care what no one says. I'm like Antonio Tarver. You better learn how to punch. You better learn how to punch and punch correctly. That's what's the problem. All right, because a lot of these trainers not teaching these guys how to punch correctly. Anyway, but still, that's a good fight, great fight to be made. And if Lopez want to go straight to Josh Taylor, go right ahead. Be my guest. I like the challenge. I like when he want to challenge himself. You know, I like to see a good fight. I like to see a good backstory come from behind and come and maybe tie up the fight, maybe make it a close fight. But I think Josh Taylor will beat him. I just don't think his head is in the game. Now, I don't like to talk about nobody's father or mother or whatever parent, but his father's in it because he's his trainer. That's his trainer.
And he
And
talk a lot. Shit, he be
yeah, and
talking. Shit,
right.
yeah, you gotta talk about him. Shit.
Yeah, so I have to because he talks a lot and most of it don't make sense.
I
You
be
know,
damn. We talk about Bill Haney. We ain't gonna talk about T.O. Senior. You got me fucked up. We talking about his ass. Go ahead,
right.
OG.
You know, so he talks a lot and doesn't make sense, you know, and I think he's giving him the wrong instructions. And I think that he believes that whatever his father says is law. And you know, so he's not that type of fighter like a Bennett Floyd Mayweather, that he would go out there and he knows what to do with trainer or without a trainer. He's not that type of fighter. You know, he's that fighter that you got to give him instructions over and over and over again. But when you give him the wrong instructions, then he lost out there. He's lost out there, and that what happened in the last couple of fights at 135. You know, so that's how I see it. You know, at
Yeah,
one
man.
point, you know.
So first, the comments about him trying to kill Josh Taylor. I
Mhm,
understand. Like, I hear people criticize him for that, and
mhm,
I think it's because they don't like the fact that the way that Deontay Wilder was criticized when he said it. I
mhm,
feel like it was way more backlash, and so T.O.'s not getting that same backlash, and so people, the double standard and shit like
mhm,
that. People get mad at that. But just me as a boxing fan, I ain't got no problem with him saying that because he's gonna give himself a chance to go in there and do that, but also
mhm.
the shit could backfire on you. You could be the one end up getting hurt. So he's saying that shit, but he willing to go stand on it and get in the ring with the dude that he's saying it about. So I ain't got no problem with it. Like, hey, bro, I'm gonna do this, and this to you. But then he actually pulling up on the dude to see if he can do it. So hey man,
Right. Yeah.
say what you gonna say. I have the
Mhm,
issue with people that say stuff like that when they know they're not gonna see you. That's
mhm,
my that would be an issue for me. But him saying that, but then he's actually gonna fight the guy. All right, bro. Good luck to you. You know what I mean? Do your thing. Just know that shit could come back to you because you in there with a real dog. Like, if a lot of people don't really follow Josh Taylor like that and
mhm,
know about Josh Taylor, but Josh Taylor, number one, is a real dog. Number two, he always rise to the occasion when he feel like he motivated by something. When he
exactly.
feel like it's something to gain or it's a road game or people are doubting him a little bit. The Jack Catterall shit, he took him lightly. It was a hometown fight. It was supposed to be a stay busy fight. He wasn't as motivated. You get Josh Taylor motivated and on this shit, bro. You
Mhm.
talking about somebody that stood in the, whether you thought he won or lost, bro. He stood in the paint with Regis Prograis, bro,
That's
and
right.
was banging it out with him. He stood in the paint with Jose Ramirez and dogged him. Like,
Mhm,
Baranchek did him dirty. Like, you in there with a real 140-pound killer, and he ain't no little bitty ass 140-pound dude, man. Teofimo, 5'7", with
mhm.
like a 68-inch arm reach. He ain't have no crack at 135, and he had Sandor Martin asking him if he asking himself if he still got it, bro.
Wow.
Sandor Martin got you in the ring, down yourself and shit. Boy, you getting there with Josh Taylor.
Mhm,
Y'all get to getting in that pocket. You get to throwing that broke ass shoulder roll, and he got a nasty straight left, and he a southpaw, and you a orthodox. He gonna have an angle advantage on your ass,
mhm.
boy. Let me tell y'all something. He better hope his daddy, his children, his mama, they better hope that they get the Josh Taylor from fucking Jack Catterall. Cause if the motherfucker that fought Regis show up, if the dude that fought Ramirez show up, or the
Mhm,
one that was in there with Baranchek, shit, boy.
mhm,
I
mhm,
know who. I'm gonna put it to y'all like I know who going to the hospital that day.
mhm.
I like, bro. This a bad. They trying to sell him, OG. Hey, Bob Arum, he ain't put him on the shelf. Bob Arum didn't put him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't refuse to get him a fight. Bob Arum said, "I'm gonna remember when you went to the zone and shit. Remember all that shit you was talking about me. Remember when you tried to leave and shit and you did some shit I didn't tell you to do. I got your ass."
Mhm.
I got your ass. Man, hey, that's all that's happening right here. Bob Aaron, like, I got your ass, bro. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got you. Like, yeah, okay, you talking all that shit? Okay. No, your daddy talking all that shit? No problem. You want a title shot, huh? Let's go ahead and give you a title shot. Here you go. Josh Taylor.
Right.
Josh Taylor. Go ahead. Go ahead. Good luck with that, bro. So I don't know, bro. He better hope that Josh Taylor's struggling making the weight. He better hope that Josh Taylor ain't himself, bro. That's what he better hope. He better hope that Josh Taylor stayed at 140 pounds too long. Because if he anything like what he was about a year and a half ago, 2 years, bro, this shit gonna be bad. It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be a one-sided mauling, bro. Because Josh Taylor is dirty. He a dog. He nasty.
Yes.
No rules. He'll punch your ass in the clinch, out the clinch. Referee saying break. He'll keep going till he's strong. Man.
Right.
All right, bro.
Now,
let me get the super chat. Then go ahead,
okay.
OG. He play in the super chat with the $2. Says I think Navarrete fights to the level of his competition. That's a good point. That's a good point. Go ahead, OG. What you about to say?
No. Now, last night I'm calling fight, in between fights, because now I want to make sure I got this correctly, because Josh Taylor wasn't allowed to fight in the U.S. Now that was because of the Dan Cunningham and TK Global, correct?
Now, yeah, I think so.
Now, when did they stop and approve him? Now he can come over, him and Fury.
No clue.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Right. I kind of missed.
Maybe he wasn't part of it. I don't know. I'd have to do research on it. Maybe he wasn't part of them saying he couldn't come to the U.S.
No, he was a part of it.
Oh,
I remember strictly, but I'm just trying to see how was he able, to get out of it, rather, because they're not fighting in the UK now.
No, they're fighting in Vegas.
Here. Right.
And Josh Taylor, when Josh Taylor come to the States, he put on.
Yes.
He put on. So I mean, shit, they figured out something. We getting the fight. This shit, it's a week. It's 6 days away now. So fuck it. We getting a good fight on.
I mean, it's too late now to care, but I just wonder.
I have no clue, OG. I have none whatsoever. So we gotta cover this too, man. We gotta talk about this. Tank Davis did some stupid ass shit, made a bad decision. Now his ass is in jail. The one thing I will say before I pass it to you, people are acting like this is going to affect him fighting this year. This is time that he had to serve anyway, bro. So it's not going to – he'll be out by the end of July, early August at the latest, but he could probably get out sometime in the middle of July on good behavior if he go in there and act right. And he ain't got no choice because they ain't going to have him around nobody. But what's your thoughts on it, man? Tank Davis.
Oh, yeah, the fight is in New York. That's right.
Yeah, it's in New York. My bad. Tank Davis messing up his house arrest and having to go to jail and serve the rest of his last 2 months or so in jail, man. What you got on that whole story in that situation, man?
Well, everybody know I've been to the penitentiary about 30-something years ago, and the law don't change. All right. Maybe little points of it does, or little add-ons and stuff like that, but the law is the law. And the judge is the judge. And of course, Tank Davis have a new judge. Now the old judge, they gave him an order, and then they all agreed on him doing home confinement. Well, I thought they was going to change it, but they didn't. The new judge kept that in place. Now, but Tank Davis, he didn't want to do his home confinement. Here in Chicago, we call it house arrest. He didn't want to do house arrest in Baltimore. He wanted to do it in Atlanta, but that what he was mad about coming out the courtroom. But Tank Davis, when you now remember, you are a ward of the state when you're on home confinement. All right, that's they ankle monitor. That means you are awarded to the state. Okay, you have to abide by whatever they told you in that contract or the rules and stipulations of that home confinement. But Tank Davis, I don't know if he misunderstood or not, but he took it upon himself to say, well, I'm going to buy a penthouse here in Baltimore. Well, I'm still in Baltimore, so I'm going and I'm adhering to everything they're saying. But it didn't work out that way. No, they picked him up. They brought him in. They had a hearing. And then out of that hearing, they decided to let him do the rest of his time in the Baltimore County Jail in protective custody. Now, keep in mind, protected custody. If you want it or not, you're going to get it because of who he is and his statue as a famous boxer. And so, therefore, you know, I don't wish bad upon no one, but sometimes you learn from your mistakes. And I think he made a mistake. I don't think he was trying to be smart. I don't think he was trying to be slick. I don't think he was trying to do none of those things. Yeah. I know Tank Davis came up in the inner city, but a lot of people been in trouble with the law, but only spending maybe 2 days in jail and going home. Right now, this is probably the longest he ever been in trouble. And people misconstrue a lot of things when on paper. And I think Tank Davis just made a mistake. KO. I think he made a mistake, and now he got to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, even though it's not a lot of time, but it's a lot of time for him. So he's not used to being in a cell 23 hours a day by himself. Now, of course, all he got to do is just stay limber. He do get out 1 hour out of the day. Go to the gym. Go to the gym. Run around the gym for a while or something. Do some sit-ups. You got 1 hour. You got 1 hour. Now, most jails, the shower comes to you. So they bring the shower down, 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 down. Now, of course, so he don't have to go out, take a shower. So basically, he just got to wait that time, read a few books, educate yourself, utilize the library, the law library. Polish up your skills, do some thinking, write some letters. Time will go past fast. It's not going to hinder his career. Oh hell, this is not going to hinder his career because he doesn't have a fight coming up during that time. But that's not the bad part. The bad part is this: when he get out of jail, he gonna have to walk a fine line. What that means is you cannot bring no
Fuck up
out.
your probation. Yeah.
Right. Cause see, you can't be hanging out with dope dealers, and all that. Keep that circle tight. Calvin Ford. Now, this is what Calvin Ford come in at. No one but Kenny Ellis and Tank and the regular people and the close people to his camp. That's all. We're not letting nobody else. We're not letting nobody else in the presence of Gervonta Davis. So he gonna have to walk a fine line, and plus he gonna grow up some. He gonna grow up some because when he come off of probation, he can be older and wiser. So and
Yeah,
that's
be 31, 32 years old, something like that.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
No, he still can fight. He still can travel. All that. Now I gotta know the stipulation of probation before I can say that. But still and all, listen, Tank is okay. All right. Floyd Mayweather basically went through the same thing, and except he didn't have. Well, maybe he did have probation. I don't know. But still and all, this is not gonna bother him, KO. This is not
Yeah.
gonna bother him one bit. The longer he just don't blow up, if he does blow up, okay, get it off of him when he get out. Get back in that gym, polish up your skills, and keep doing what you're doing. And when he's ready, I think he'll be ready mentally, and he'll be ready physically to go back
Yeah.
in the ring. So this is just a bus stop, a pit stop to greatness. That's all. Sometimes we get through bumps and bruises, and sometimes we get up and do right. And I think this is
Mhm.
just a stumble. He made a mistake. That's all. The young brother just made a mistake, and hopefully he'll learn from it and move on. So, but if you keep making the same mistake, then it might be longer next time. So I wish him all the best, man. I do. I wish him
Yeah,
all the
man.
best.
Me too. And Stringer, that fight's July 25th on ESPN Plus. But here's my thing, bro. Whoever the fuck is his lawyers, he need to fire their ask for his money back, something, bro.
Uh,
Like you cannot like number one, it's just common sense. If they tell your ass you're doing home confinement, this is where you can do it at.
mhm.
You don't try to do the shit somewhere else without permission, bro. Like that. Like Who advises you to do some dumbass shit like that, man?
Right.
And then you should just have the common sense to know that they said, hey man, hold on, bro. Like they said I could stay at Calvin house. Y'all sure I should buy this shit? This condo? Y'all sure I should do this shit? Like something in your head should have just been like, nah, can y'all make sure it's cool with the judge first? I ain't trying to get in trouble and no shit. So when I heard the reason why that he, breached his shit with the house arrest, or why they were taking him to jail to serve the rest of his time, I was like, bro, this is the dumbest shit. You gotta have the worst lawyer that I ever heard of. You gotta have the stupidest, dumbest people around you, or you just don't listen to a motherfucker and you don't think that consequences apply to you or some shit. Either way, all this shit stupid to me and was highly fucking avoidable, bro. Highly avoidable. Like you got to get rid of people. Like you got to get your head on straight, and you got to get rid of some dumbass people around you, bro. Who does that? They told you where you could go, and then his legal team tried to argue that it wasn't no room at Coach Calvin house, and that's why he had to move and he had to do this shit. And they should have said that shit when in the first place when she told him that's where they had to go.
Right.
That's the argument that you make right there in the moment. Sorry, Judge, Your Honor. You know what I mean? We can't stay there. Can we do this instead? Can we do that instead? Can we get him set up over here? Because it's just not enough room over there. They waited until they called his ass back to court, until they were getting ready to put his ass in jail for breaching. And then they want to bring up that argument and say, well, it's not enough room and all that shit. Bro, that is the dumbest shit that I ever heard in my life, bro. And I was just taken aback, and I was highly, highly disappointed. But like I said, when he got the house arrest, I'm going to say it again with this situation. If he handles it the right way, gets his head on straight, starts to think about and contemplate his next move and what he wants his career to be, learns to keep the shit that should be first, my career, my family. That's all I'm worried about. If I got a girlfriend or a loved one, doing right by them. And I'm just going to make sure I get to this bag and be the best boxer I can be. If he gets his head on straight, if he's in there and he's using the time, shadow box in your motherfucking shed, in your motherfucking cell. Do push-ups, do sit-ups. Run around when it's your yard time or rec time, whatever. Run around that motherfucker in circles. See how many laps you can do and how fast you can do that motherfucker so you come out that motherfucker in shape. If he handle it the right way, he can come out with a newfound discipline. He can come out with a newfound lease on what he think his life should be. And he can handle it the right way. If he handle it the wrong way, it can go the other way. The great thing about his situation is that it's on him, bro. He just gotta do what he need to do to make sure that he learned from this situation and become better. But yeah, I thought the shit was stupid and highly avoidable, bro. That I'm firing, especially. And if it's Tank, and let's say Tank, he a fighter, bro. He a boxer and shit. You know what I'm saying? He a millionaire, so maybe he ain't thinking like that. Maybe he asked his lawyers and they told him it was okay. I don't know. But somebody, eyes gotta roll, heads gotta roll. Somebody getting fucking fired, bro.
Yes, somebody dropped the ball.
Somebody getting fired around this motherfucker. Cause it should have been somebody. If he was trying to act like a loose cannon, somebody should have told his ass, "Hey, bro, you do this shit, they gonna take your ass to jail.
Yeah,
you do this shit, you're not supposed to be doing this shit. They gonna take your ass to jail." But if somebody advised him that it was okay, bro, you need to get the fuck. You need to get. I don't know who you hired. He might have hired a motherfucking lawyer off of the bus when the bus drove by or some shit. I don't know, bro, because that was bad, man. But that's all I got on that situation. Yeah. You got anything else on that, man?
Yeah. It's just that, you can't just up and move and say and change the rules. All right. Yeah. Now, once you find out Calvin had one bedroom, okay, say, look here, make a call. All right, make a call. And call. You got a contact person. Hey, look here. I need to talk to the judge, or I need to see the judge and come in. Because there's just no room here, and of course, now a judge like to make example out of movie stars, Hollywood, famous people, rich people. They like to make a example out of you to let you know you ain't above the law, and this is what they was going to try to do to Gervonta Davis, and now this ain't over with because we got a civil suit coming, all right, and the young lady that was pregnant now she had the baby. She talking civil suit now, but still in all, that is nothing to have to do with the trial. This is totally different. Now, but still in all, I mean, yes, someone dropped the ball on this. That's why I say I think he made a mistake. I'm pretty sure he did, because Tank, I don't know him personally, but I'm quite sure, him being where he from, he knows, hey, man, if I do this, I ain't finna get locked up, so I'm gonna walk a thin line, and no matter how much money you got, that's still not gonna get you out of it, so, and they made a decision. They made a decision to say, okay, now we allow him to finish his time in the county jail, so therefore we know we got enough room for him. All right, he got enough room, so
yeah, we got. Hey, I said y'all need room for. They said something about security too. Don't worry, we got security around this motherfucker. We got enough room for him. We got meals and shit. Like, yeah, but that's a bad look like a motherfucker, man.
But I will make this point, and I'm through with it. This will not affect his career. Okay, this will not affect his boxing career at all. For those that got their fingers crossed, and those just hoping that he, I'm not saying Bill Haney and them doing that, but let's say if they are, all right. No, this is not going to hurt his career at all. Matter of fact, he might come out like Floyd did and flourish. Never know. Okay.
I mean, they are looking for other fights. Those Haneys, they are looking to entertain other fights. They ain't saying shit about Tank, but that's a whole nother conversation. They talking about everything but Tank right now. But hey, man, whatever.
Yeah, that's the point I made.
Yeah, everything, Yeah, they talking about they'll tweet at Regis, but they ain't got no more Tank tweets in them and shit. I ain't seen Bill Haney in months on the goddamn platform. But when Devin was about to fight Loma, man, Calvin Ford couldn't go nowhere. Calvin Ford pop up on the Boxing Voice, there go Bill Haney.
Right. Yeah.
Calvin Ford pop up on the Rise podcast, there go Bill Haney.
Right.
Now he ain't nowhere to be found talking no shit. All right, bro, whatever. That's a whole nother conversation. But
so what you think? Real fast. No, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you
what
good.
You think about the 150,000 pay-per-view buys that Haney did? Good, bad, first time. I mean, what you think about that? What did that still put him as? Still unpopular?
I mean, I think it's good for your first pay-per-view. I think that to me, it makes the Tank fight better than people look at it a different way. Number one, I don't think how many pay-per-views he sold. I don't think how much live gate he did. I don't think none of that shit has anything to do with me wanting a Tank and Devin fight. Like, that's cool. I'm glad he got his bag. I hope that it has more success in the future. But there are some people arguing that, he ain't a big draw. Tank shouldn't have to fight him. I'm not one of those people, bro. I want that fight. I would just say it means that Devin Haney brings more to the table than anybody else Tank ever fought, because not only does he have the belts, he also has pay-per-view buys behind him. Isak Pitbull Cruz never been on pay-per-view before Tank. Leo Santa Cruz never been on pay-per-view before Tank. Ryan Garcia never been on pay-per-view before Tank. So Devin Haney's bringing a pay-per-view track record to the fight. NBA D Nice, what up? So I would just say, shit, it don't make me want to see the fight anymore, because I already want to see that fight above any and all else. I just think it shows, if anything, there's levels to it, and that Tank is just a much bigger name, a much bigger star than Devin Haney, while Devin Haney still is the undisputed champion. But it shows that Devin can sell, he can generate some buzz, if you give him the right opponent. He just has to continue to fight the type of people that we want to see him fight. And I have no doubt that Devin Haney has showed us that he's willing to do that for the most part. Although I still question the energy that he got towards Tank Davis right now, and the energy that he got towards Bill Haney right now. And the reason I say that to everybody in the chat and to you, OG, is because as a fight fan, I see you act one way for so long. I see your team act one way for so long, and then when I see you behave differently, I'm gonna question that. So when I see you Thanksgiving, and I see you passing out mug shots, and I see you always have something to say about Tank Davis when we know you're about to fight Kambosos, when we know that you're about to fight Lomachenko. When I see that, I'm like, okay, they talking this shit. They busy, Tank busy. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens when neither one of them is busy. But then when you get done with Loma, now all of a sudden you're not saying any of that shit. You're not moving in any of that way. Like when I was watching Tank Davis about to fight fucking Hector Luis Garcia, and I knew Devin Haney was about to fight Lomachenko, or he had a Kambosos rematch coming up. You couldn't get Devin to tweet at Tank Davis fast enough, bro. He would tweet about him. Steven Espinoza could be talking to somebody totally different. Devin Haney will hop in it. He tweeting like a motherfucker. He got so much to say. Now, after the Loma fight, we're getting none of that. And people want to ignore it and all of that. And people telling me Tank is in jail, KO. Well, he wasn't in jail for like a week and a half after Devin fight, bro. And didn't nobody say shit. I ain't hear shit. And I don't want to hear the Tank is in jail shit, because the night that Tank got arrested, when the mother of his child accused him of some shit, the night he got arrested, the very next day, Bill Haney was talking shit.
Yep.
So I don't want to hear nothing about he in jail now, bro. I don't want to hear anything about that, dog. I'm not hearing none of that shit. So for me, with this whole situation, to get back to your question, the 150,000 pay-per-views, it does nothing for me. I want to see the fight. I think it just means that Devin brings more to the table than anybody else that Tank has fought on pay-per-view. So any Tank fans out here acting like, oh, that 150,000, Tank just did 1.4 million. Devin brings nothing to the table. No, he gives Tank Davis the opportunity to become undisputed. He gives Tank Davis the opportunity to fight an opponent with proven pay-per-view success. And if Tank takes that fight, he'll have something, he'll accomplish something that he hasn't accomplished yet in his career, because I don't care what happens between Earl and Bud. I don't care what happens between Cool Boy Steph and Monster Anyway. The winner of the fight, if Tank Davis and Devin Haney gets made before the end of this year, the winner of that fight will be the fighter of the year, bro. They will be the fighter of the year, because if Devin Haney wins that fight, he'll have beaten Lomachenko, and Tank Davis, he's fighter of the year. The shit's not close. If Tank Davis wins that fight, he'll have beaten Hector Luis Garcia, Ryan Garcia, and Devin Haney for undisputed, while becoming the most popular fighter in the sport of boxing. Along the way, he will be the fighter of the year, bro. Like, so they both have a tremendous amount to gain from fighting each other. To act like Tank Davis gets nothing from Devin Haney, that shit is that's a fallacy. That's a farce. That's just you behaving like somebody that don't want to fight if you acting like that, bro. And we not on that type of time over here. I never will be on that type of time. And then the last thing I'll say about it, and I want to be clear, I don't even give a fuck if they fight at 135, y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, OG. I don't even care if they fight at 135. Like, I just want them to fight. They can fight at 140, catch weight, whatever. I don't care, bro. But they need to fight each other next, man. They need to fight each other next. And all I'm asking for Tank, send him a contract, stand on your word and all that shit. And all I'm asking for Devin is to just keep that same energy, bro. Like, I can't even get that man. Like, y'all understand that even Ryan Garcia, bro, who a lot of y'all don't like, and I ain't got nothing positive to say about him either, but he took the fight. Even Ryan Garcia was like, yo, I want a Tank Davis fight, but I can't make 135 no more. I want to fight him at 140. I can't even get Devin to do that right now, bro. I can't even get him to say, hey, man, I can't make that weight, but I still want to crack his head. I'll fight him at 140. I mean, they were talking about knocking this young man the fuck out.
Right.
They were talking about he gonna box his ears off. My son gonna knock Tank the fuck out. They gonna do all that shit, bro. And now we can't get him to say nothing, and y'all cool with it. I just, whatever, bro. Y'all got it. That's all I got on it, OG. You know, it's on you, bro.
Yeah. You know, they went radio silence. You know, and I know, you know, they can't make the weight, and I said that a while back. Devin did it 3 times, you know, playing with his body like that. Weight classes out there for a reason. Now, of course, Tank fought at 140 before, but he feel more comfortable at 135. Now, of course, Bob Arum, he don't care one way or another, because right now he looking at Shakur Stevenson. He's looking at him to be his next star after Lomachenko, and that's what he's trying to do right now. You know, build him up, make him be a champion 135. And after Devin dropped the belts, you know, so we're gonna see what happens. But that's all I have on that. You know, I just wanted to ask you that question. So,
and it's the thing, OG. Like, people have short memories, right? Remember when it was going up to the Kambosos fight? They were saying, "Hey, man, we'll drop the belts and he can fight us at 140." Cool, no problem. Why don't I hear that shit right now, bro?
Right.
I want to hear that. I want to hear the same. Like, I want Tank Davis when he said, I want to fight Devin Haney next. And they talking about Calvin Ford talking about they're going to send the contracts. I want them to stand on that shit and do what they saying they going to do. Right?
Right.
Devin Haney need to do the same shit, bro. Like, y'all said that we'll fight him at 135, 140, all that shit. Now I hear nothing, bro. Right. Now I hear nothing. And I want to hear something from both of them because that's the fight they both need to go after next. I don't want to hear about Tank and Shakur. I don't give a fuck about Devin and Regis. I don't care about no other fight but them two getting it cracking. You don't get to talk so much shit. You don't get to talk so much shit. And then be quiet when it's time to talk. 503, what's up with it, bro? Salute to the brother 503 line. Are you talking about the tweet that Devin Haney deleted? Is that the one you talking about? Or is there a new one? Let me know, bro. Are you talking about the one that he deleted? Or are you talking about the one is there a new one? Because I saw him tweet some shit and delete some shit, which Tank Davis gets killed for, by the way. That's a whole nother conversation. But are we talking about the one he deleted, bro? If that's the one you talking about, let me know. Let me know. And I'm telling the whole story, bro. I always tell the whole story. But that's all I got, OG. You know what I mean?
No, that's the whole story. No, that's the whole story. Like Antonio Tavares told the whole story. He can't punch.
The Future, what up?
He can't punch correctly. That's why he's pillow fisted. He can't punch. Shit. I mean, sometimes, y'all be, don't know the truth from your asshole. But, maybe he will when he get older. But right now he can't. Now, when he get up to 140, he gonna learn. He gonna learn, or he gonna have to add to it, not take away from team. He gonna have to add to his team. So y'all gotta start thinking on your own shit, man. But anyway, it is what it is.
I'm on Devin Haney Twitter right now. Hold on.
But I know he deleted. Right, I know he deleted a tweet. Maybe he made a mistake.
Yeah. I'm looking at it.
Maybe he forgot a period.
Yeah. So the one he sent to Al, he deleted that one. But I got one right here. He says, I called Eddie about making the Regis fight. He didn't call me. So he admits to calling Eddie about a Regis fight, then said he didn't call him. And then a couple of days later, he says, I ain't watched the interview. I'm just reading the headline. I'm in no negotiation with Eddie about signing. I don't know what we be talking about, bro. I don't know what we be talking about. 1 minute he talking to Eddie, next minute he ain't talking to him. Like, bro, I hear y'all, bro, and I think Devin Haney is a great champion. I think that Devin Haney I ain't calling him a duck or nothing, but to act like the shit wasn't one way at a certain point and now someone's behaving totally different, bro. We ain't keeping it 100 with that shit, man. Like that shit, it is what it is. He's not behaving the same way that he was when they were tied up. It's just not, bro. Like, and I'm saying they need to fight next. Tank needs to send him a contract. They have to fight. But I would like for Devin Haney to do the same shit, bro. Talk that same shit you was talking when you was tied up. But shout out to everybody. Ricky Williams, what's up with it, man? Salute to you. We done went a little bit over, man. I think Stormy's about to be live. So y'all go check out Stormy B, man. OG, give your last words. Let them know when you're live, when you got going on, what you got going on, all that stuff, man.
Yes, sir. We'll be live tomorrow. Same time, same place, 11 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. And once again, this week, the TKO Debate World Series, baby. Yes, it's popping this week. And yes, I will be calling this fight this weekend. Man, we got a whole lot of fights coming down the pipe all summer long. And I'm going to be right there, free or pay-per-view. I'm right there. And I also will have another pay-per-view giveaway. All right. That's for the Earl Spence Terrence Crawford fight. All right. So, and that's all I have, man.
Already. And shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I'll be live tomorrow. Like KQ said, we'll be live tomorrow night, 7:30. Semifinals. The final four is here. Everybody be debating for money. And then Wednesday night, we got the third place match for the debate tournament. In the first place match, giving away that grand prize money, man. $850 to the winner, $300 to second place, $200 to third place. Our final four, we got Money Brown TV versus Tony Reviews. We got King G, the boxologist, versus D Free, boxing matchups with Dwayne Freeman. That's our final four. It's going down, bro. So y'all be sure to check that out, man. And salute to everybody in the building. My wife, Miss KO, King Vonnie, A1 Hoop Zone, Edgar Chavez, Thomas Hill, 503 Line, Mr. Plus 300, Dank Father, Jay Grant Jr., Teach, The Future, Warriors Boxing LLC. Everybody in the building, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Y'all be sure to smash that like button on your way out. Thank you to everybody that donated to the super chat. Thank you to everybody that joined the channel as members. OG, have a great Sunday, and y'all have a great Sunday as well. And we'll see y'all live tomorrow night. Oz Boxing, peace out to you as well, brother. See y'all soon, man. Peace out.
All right. Peace out.